grunting and sweating. Wait a tick. Even McBain laughed at that, and Phil needed a few moments to collect himself before he could speak. Okay, whatever you're doing is working, so just feel free to keep it up, he assured Longfellow. Just, be a little quieter about it around the camp tonight, okay? You had Meridian all hot and bothered yesterday. That boy couldn't get me hot if he set me on fire, Meridian countered. Now, maybe if McBain would just give in and do the accent already, we could talk. She looked at the short, wiry man with his dirty blonde hair. Come on, you know you want to say it. Just once, for me? The rogue rolled his eyes. You know that doesn't work on me, he reminded her. You've got too many X chromosomes for my taste. He looked at her pleading face and sighed. Fine, just this once. He straightened and put on an expressionless mask. Did you ever notice how men leave the toilet seat up? That's the joke. Meridian sighed and pretended to swoon, but McBain just ignored her and turned back to face Phil. So, what do you think about why our XP are going down? Phil frowned, his hilarity melting away in an instant. I think it's because they're not really a challenge for us anymore, he said slowly. I remember Aranos, it's hard to remember sometimes, telling me that the AIs scaled down his XP when he was fighting these giant skeleton things because he had a method that gave him almost no risk. When the challenge goes down, the reward goes down too. Well, we've still got this bounty quest for their bits and pieces, Meridian spoke up. That's a few hundred XP plus some gold right there. It's not very much XP or gold, though, is it? Longfellow countered. I think Phil's right. I think we're outgrowing this part of the Blightlands. After Phil's return to Singularity Online, he'd tried his best to put Jeff's suggestions into action. He'd worked out a deal for Longfellow and him to get some weapons training at the local armory, and he'd been using the training regimen Jeff gave him to boost his strength and endurance by 2 points a day. After seeing the results, his teammates had found trainers of their own. Longfellow was working on his dexterity and perception, and Meridian had found an exercise that let her boost her wisdom and intelligence. After they'd recruited Blaine, who went by the alias McBain, to Meridian's endless amusement, Phil had told the rogue about stat training. The man had jumped at the chance for extra agility and perception training, and the four of them had finally become strong enough to venture into the Blightlands at night. The first party in Stone League to have attempted it and survived. We could go deeper, Meridian ventured. In fact, maybe we should start heading out toward the high road a bit. I know stuff's tougher out that way, but we're going to have to do it eventually, right? The tiny healer has a point, Longfellow agreed. Beyond her two obvious ones, that is. Might as well start making our way out there, right? Phil nodded. Yeah, I think it's time, he agreed. We'll head that way tonight, come back out tomorrow and see if we can't catch the high road the day after that. The big man grinned. I think we're ready for Antas, folks. Martina sat silently, staring at the ale she'd been nursing all day and cursing that asshole Phil for probably the 50th time today. She was certain he was the one who started calling her Karen. Not that sniper girl is any better, is it, Martina? She thought bitterly. And that he was probably the one who convinced Neela to join that damned college, leaving Martina without any kind of magical support. Sure, Hector was still willing to party with her, but with just a tank and a scout/DPS, there weren't many quests that were really available to them.